The following content involves discussion of paranormal activity and legendary creatures. The events of that night led to the discovery of one of the scariest crawlers caught on video. Viewer discretion is advised.
Here's the river, or part of it. I keep hearing noises. Do you hear them?
Bigfoot.
So there's a tree knocked over right here. We're not saying it's Bigfoot, but we are saying that Bigfoot does do stuff like this. This is the forest. This is Willow Creek. Many sightings of Bigfoot have been here. We're here on our bikes. This shit is steep as fuck.
Dude, I'm telling you.
And the mosquitoes are coming out.
Hey, it looks like it just keeps going up and up and up.
Huh. He's a savage. Can't do that. I mean, I guess I could, but the more we go up, the more...
Cryptozoology.
Whoa! Cryptozoology.
Oh, shit.
That is freaking crazy. We're just talking about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
There's no signal here. This is a phone that doesn't work. Like, not even turned on, working.
Yeah. It's funny because we're out here looking for Bigfoot and cryptids, and it says cryptozoology. Interesting.
Very interesting. If you don't believe in Bigfoot, that's good. That's great. But we totally do. I think in my video number 1, it said interdimensional travel. That's exactly what Bigfoot does. That's why he's seen all over the place. Is because he interdimensional travels. He's a creature.
It's supernatural beings.
Yeah. It's freaking nuts. All right, let's make our way back maybe. The mosquitoes are coming out. They're going to start biting you any minute.
The plan is, I don't know what time it is. Let me check. We got 3 hours of daylight left.
Yeah. You want to tell ghost stories? We're in the middle of the forest.
Occasional.
Got my necrometer running on my bike. We're just looking down here. We just went that way. We just came from that way, didn't we?
No.
We didn't?
Female spirit.
Female spirit.
We could go up that way if you want.
Yeah, let's go down.
Buried on property.
Buried on property. What the hell?
You're recording video now.
Use numerology. Okay, so first tree we saw down. Yeah, it could be old, and yeah, it fell. But we just don't know. We don't know. Bigfoot has plenty of water, that's for sure. You gotta heck could use your brakes because I can hella bail on this thing. This is my bike right here. This was what I was riding. Her name's Cryptid. Yep, she's an e-bike. Carries all my stuff. In the basket. And this one is Walt's bike. Yep, we have it rigged. He has his rigged a little bit more than mine, where he has his phone, but he also has the GoPro right there. And so I have Bigfoot sticker right there. I have mine rigged where I put my cell phone right here, and then I run my necrometer right here. So, you know, my water. Yeah. All right, we are filming. I'm filming. I am in the woods where Bigfoot was seen. What I want to say is, yes, it's nighttime. Yes, it's getting creepy. But I want to read this because I actually have a family member that's seen Bigfoot. So my Aunt Linda, which would be my grandma's sister, my Aunt Linda, she sent me this and wanted to tell me a story that she knew growing up. So she says, years and years ago, my grandparents were driving home from Crater Lake. They were driving down the mountain. It was dark and it was a logging road. They passed what they thought was a man walking along the road. My grandfather pulled over and told my grandmother that he was going to see if the man needed a ride. He walked back towards where the man had been while my grandmother waited in the car. Suddenly, my grandfather ran back to the car, jumped in, and took off. Grandma did not know what he was doing, but he looked like he was shooken up, white as a ghost. She kept asking him what happened, but he didn't answer. And after a while, he told her that she must never mention this to anyone because they would think that they were both crazy. He told her that when he walked back and as he got closer, he smelled a horrible stench. And when he could see that the man he saw, but it wasn't a man, it was some kind of animal / thing covered in hair. He immediately turned and ran back to the car and took off. Neither of them never mentioned it again. I only found out long ago after Grandpa died and Grandma was staying at my parents' house. So they were watching a Bigfoot documentary, and I heard Grandma quietly say, "That must be what Harry saw." And she kept saying it over and over and over. "That's what Harry saw. That's what Harry saw." And then she finally told me the story. So that's crazy. I told my aunt that I would, put that on my video, which is super freaking nuts. Okay, since we are here,
Retire.
retire. Yeah, people retire here. So we're still here camping. Here is the tent. I was in it earlier. And yeah, so we have this experiment. And of course I just took this thing off. Because,
Edward.
hey Edward. Edward, tell us about Bigfoot.
Sticker keeps falling off.
Yeah. You said this button? And this one, right?
I don't remember. Is it this one? No. Are you trying to talk into it?
No, we have a recording on here.
Yeah.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. That one?
I don't think it's on there anymore.
Was it here?
I thought it was here.
Is this on?
Talking to it?
Hello? 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 Hello?
Pond.
Hello? Hello? Take this out and put it back in.
Oh, it's kind of damp. Shine your light journal on there? Looks kind of weird. Hey, you want me to mess with it? Just start talking into it.
Do 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 do. Oh,
This is no place for the living.
what the hell?
I think this is...
Shit. Well, that part works.
This is broken.
All right, so this clip is just to explain a little bit about what's going on with this megaphone. And we're going to let him take over because this is exactly what happened to it and why it didn't work.
When we got to the Bigfoot motel, I was unpacking the Yukinator, and when I opened the back trunk area, a bunch of stuff fell out. I didn't think much of it at the time. I just threw everything back in. But apparently, the megaphone, when it fell out, it broke. And now it doesn't work anymore.
No. So let's just go back to the time when I'm trying to get this megaphone to work, and you don't say anything about it. When you know in your head you dropped it. So I'm looking like an idiot going, how come this is not going to work?
No,
Forget
okay.
it. Maybe
First
it's a
of
bad
all,
idea.
I didn't know that it got broke. It fell. Yes, it fell out, But it looked perfectly fine. I thought it was okay. I threw it back in, along with some other stuff that fell out too. So I didn't even think about it being broken. So when it was not working, then it kind of dawned on me, oh, okay, that's probably it. But we're in the middle of the forest, and I didn't want to like have to explain everything and talk about it. So I was just like, I'll tell her later. That's what I thought.
All right, I forgive you. All right, part 2. Now we're going to talk about this cryptids, whatever you want to call it, that came through on the video. Now I just want to say I didn't see any of this with my own eyes. Only during editing is when we saw these weird eyes. Now, we saw them walking, and then we saw them hiding behind the trees. Now, when we look behind the trees, there's about 3 sets of different eyes that are behind the trees. We were like, what the hell is this shit? So we asked Reggie, aka Chat GBT. Reggie, tell us about any, cryptids or white cryptid creature things hanging out over there, or, that hang out over by the, I guess the river. It's called the Shasta Trinity River over there in Willow Creek. And he said that people have seen these white figures, which would be kind of like a crawler, kind of like the, what's that one? The Fresno Nightcrawler, maybe part of the family. And under our research, and we were looking, we labeled it as a pale crawler. And they, Reggie said, the last thing he said was, they like to hide behind trees. Well, we got it. They're hiding behind trees.
There have been a few reports of groups of strange creatures in the Willow Creek area, especially around the Trinity River. Some witnesses have mentioned seeing multiple figures peeking out from behind trees, often described as tall, thin, and super pale. It's not as frequent as the classic Bigfoot sighting, but the descriptions definitely have a nightcrawler vibe. But sometimes folks refer to them as night stalkers or pale crawlers. They're part of a broader category of creepy humanoid cryptids that sometimes get lumped in with nightcrawler sightings.
And they hang out in forest. There you go. We're in the forest, in a very deep, deep, deep forest. Now, you have anything you want to say on that? Those cryptids?
Only thing I want to add to it is, when this happened, we are at this campground at night. We didn't hear or see anything. You were just filming with your night vision, and it wasn't until we reviewed the footage later on the computer that we saw these things. We had no idea that they were there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if it was a human, we probably would have heard or seen them or something. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And our intention was to try to contact Bigfoot. And it seems that something really, really, really scary and I cannot process in my mind came through on the camera. It's absolutely crazy. So that leaves us to this video.
One of the strangest things I've seen.
Definitely. So in this video, you're going to see what we caught. And I'm going to play it a few times, in slow motion and all that stuff so many times. So you can be the viewer and you can comment if you want to and tell us what you think it is. But we definitely say it's some kind of cryptid. Yes. It's some kind of crawler. Yes. It's a pale crawler. And some of them crawl and some of them stand up upright. So it's really crazy. And yeah, it's scary. It's so terrifying, scary. So go ahead and watch the next clip.
Guide.
Guide. Waterfront. Waterfront. Okay, so what else do you want to do? Because I'm getting restless. What? I'm getting restless. I'm going to take my chair in. What else do you want to do? I've been walking around this place for like an hour.
Watching. What do you want me to say?
Yeah.
Where's the ghost hunter?
Travel. Bigfoot does travel. Interdimensional creature. That's it. Where is Bigfoot? That's what's good. Listen.
Lost creature.
Well, can you get me a drink of water?
Answers.
Yeah, we do. We need some answers. Tell us. Dirt. All right, let me know if you smell something. So Keith put a trail cam out here earlier. Probably gonna have the 3 people that were on the ATV and
On my camera. Pick up the cam.
what?
The animals up there.
What is
They're
it?
looking down at us. You see the eyes?
Are they deer?
I don't know. I don't want to find out. I have a focus there, ready? Could be mountain lions.
I gotta make noise.
You see them?
No, but I'm out of here.
There's 2 sets of eyes looking down at us.
Could be bears. As long as we don't hear them behind us. Ow, 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 ow.
Okay.
Yeah. Almost sprained my ankle. Come on.
Look up there. You see them? You see the eyes? They're moving. You see them over there?
No, I'm zooming in.
The glows, they're moving. Look. You see it? Right up there. They're moving up and down. They're looking at us. Oh shit.
It's a mountain lion, dude. I just saw it. Go in the front, you go in the back. Go grab all that shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna shine my light first and see if I can see eyes out here.
Okay. But I don't need to really get all the way out. I think I just need to stay right here and stay alert. That way if something comes...
Yeah, you just hit this horn, so I know.
Maybe we should just hit it now. What?
We gotta get hella shit. It's still the 10th, dude.
I know. I'll be the eyes up here. If they start coming, I honk, okay? It's like paved road and then it goes to dirt again, huh? Or these are just the pothole road? It's me.
Like so on edge.
Ridiculously on edge.
This is scarier than ghosts.
It is. Because you just don't fucking know.
Because it's fucking wild animals and shit.
Look at that tree.